Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. So today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 27th of August 2021. Starting with very first question. According to Cushman and Wakefield's 2021 World Manufacturing Danger Index, what is India's rank in the most sought after manufacturing destination across the world? So India has emerged as the second most sought after manufacturing destination across the world, and according to this particular index, India has surpassed the United States as the world's second most desired manufacturing destination. So this year, India and the United States traded second and third place respectively, putting India one rank higher than last year's rankings, because last year India was at third position. Now apart from it, according to Skytrax's World Airport Award ranking, Indira Gandhi International Airport, Delhi, has emerged among world's top 50 best airports in India for the third consecutive year. Also, Hyderabad, Mumbai and Bangalore have also found a rank among world's best 100 airports. Now apart from it, few days back Niti Aayog has released the third edition of Sustainable Development Index for the year 2020 to 21, basically evaluating the progress of states and union territories with respect to social, economic and environmental parameters. So in this particular index, Kerala was at the top position and it was further followed by Himachal Pradesh and Tamil Nadu at second place. And in terms of union territory, Chandigarh topped the list and it was followed by Delhi. Also few days back, Forbes has released the Fortune 500 global list of companies, and as per the list, Reliance Industries Limited is the highest ranked Indian company in a fiscal year ended on 31st of March 2021, and globally it was on 155th position. Question number 2. With which organization Department of Biotechnology has collaborated to study the impact of severe COVID-19 conditions on TB patients? So Department of Biotechnology, which comes under Ministry of Science and Tech, has recently collaborated with BRICS countries to study the impact of severe COVID-19 conditions on TB patients. So this will actually help in advancing COVID-19 health relevant knowledge and will contribute to improvements in health outcomes. Talking about BRICS, it consists of 5 countries: Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. South Africa is the latest country to join this organization. Do remember that for this year, the presidency of BRICS has come to India, and now whatever events and conferences would be held under BRICS, it would be hosted by India. The example is recently BRICS Counter Terrorism Working Group meeting was held and host was India. Then apart from it, recently G20 Culture Ministers meeting was also held and it was hosted by Italy. And the focus was to promote ideas that are related to the protection of cultural heritage. Also do remember that India and USA will be hosting the Indo-Pacific Business Forum in the month of October this year. So actually this is an event to promote trade, investment and economic cooperation between South Asia and its partners throughout Indo-Pacific region. Also recently, Japan and Iceland together have organized the third Arctic Science Ministerials meeting. And this meeting was organized for discussing research and cooperation in the Arctic region. What was the theme for this event? Knowledge for a sustainable Arctic. Now apart from all these things, Dushanbe, which is the capital of Tajikistan, was the venue of recently held Shanghai Cooperation Organization meeting 2021. Then there was G20 Labour and Employment Ministers meeting, which was hosted in blended mode by Italy. And Italy also hosts Global G20 Health Summit along with European Commission. And Italy would be also the host for COP26 along with United Kingdoms, and this event would be taking place in Glasgow, which is a city in Scotland. Also, few months back, 17th BIMSTEC ministerial meeting was held and it was chaired by Sri Lanka. Which countries comes under BIMSTEC? So there are basically 7 countries: India, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bhutan and Bangladesh. These are from South Asia, and Thailand and Myanmar from Southeast Asia. Okay. Question number 3. With which bank Paytm has partnered to build comprehensive solutions across payment gateway, point of sale machines and credit products? So recently Paytm and HDFC Bank have announced a strategic partnership to build these things, including Paytm Postpaid, which is BNPL solution, means buy now pay later solution, FlexiPay and Easy EMI. So now this partnership will aim to empower new businesses which have recently ventured online and enable them to scale up. Also, they will jointly launch a co-branded point of sale product in the retail segment, which Paytm will have the option to offer it to its own customer base. And not only this, HDFC Bank will drive merchant partnerships across India, to whom Paytm will offer its existing range of Android POS devices. Now apart from it, recently SBI and Jammu Kashmir Grameen Bank has signed a memorandum of understanding for joint liability groups financing. So the main objective of this deal is to enhance the flow of credit to tenant farmers or sharecroppers. Okay. Also do remember that Paytm Payments Bank Limited has become the first bank in the country to achieve the milestone of issuing 1 crore FASTags, as this is almost 30% of the total FASTags issued by 32 banks in the country. Also recently, RBL Bank has partnered with Amazon Web Services as its preferred cloud provider. And also RBL Bank has been impaneled by RBI as an agency bank to conduct banking business for central and state government. Now you have to tell me the name of at least 2 other banks which have been impaneled by RBI recently as its agency bank. Please write in the comments. Question number 4. With which country India has agreed to form a permanent bilateral channel for consultations on Afghanistan? So recently India and Russia has agreed to form a permanent bilateral channel for consultations on Afghanistan. And as we know that India, Russia and Iran were previously the main backers of an anti-Taliban alliance when the Islamist group was last in power in Kabul between 1996 to 2001. Now apart from it, India has pitched its indigenously built fighter aircraft LCA Tejas, anti-tank guided missiles, Arjun main battle tank, that is Mk1A, at the International Military Technical Forum Army 2021, which is being held in the Moscow region. Also recently, India and Russia have signed a deal to procure AK-103 rifles as a part of Mega Infantry Modernization Program, under which Indian Army is purchasing a huge number of light machine guns, assault rifles, etc., which will actually replace its aging and obsolete weapons. Also recently, India and Russia has conducted 12th edition of joint military exercise named as Indra in Russia's Volgograd. Talking about military exercises, India has partnered recently in the bilateral naval exercise with United Kingdoms, and the exercise was named as Konkan. Then there was Al-Mohed Al-Hindi. It was between India and Saudi Arabia. Also there is Zaid Talwar. It was held between India and UAE. Can you tell me Varun is the military exercise between which 2 countries? Please write in the comments. Question number 5. Who has been appointed as the Chairman of Advisory Board for Banking and Financial Frauds? So T.M. Bhasin has been reappointed actually as the Chairman of ABBFF, that is Advisory Board for Banking and Financial Frauds, by Central Vigilance Commission, and his tenure will be of 2 years. So the board was constituted to examine bank frauds of over 50 crore rupees and recommend action. Now apart from it, recently Ismail Sabri Yaqub has been appointed as the Prime Minister of Malaysia, and he has replaced Muhyiddin Yassin. Then Chairman of 15th Finance Commission, Mr. N.K. Singh, has been elected as President of IEG Society. What is IEG? Institute of Economic Growth. The new Prime Minister of Haiti is Ariel Henry. The new General Manager of South Western Railway is Mr. Sanjeev Kishore. And new Director General of Artillery is Lieutenant General Tarun Kumar Chawla. Also do remember that first Muslim to be nominated as Ambassador at Large for International Religious Freedom is Rashad Hussain. Question number 6. Which organization has developed a modified cotton fabric capable of adsorbing harmful air pollutants? So this has been developed by researchers at IIT Delhi, and they are basically called as zeolite imidazolate framework that will adsorb high levels of organic air pollutants like benzene, aniline and styrene from the ambient air. So this possesses a huge potential for applications as protective garments and in controlling indoor air pollution. Now apart from it, few days back IIT Madras has designed a motorized wheelchair that can be used on roads as well as on uneven terrain. And this is a result of collaborating various organizations and hospitals that are working with persons with disabilities. Also recently, Ministry of Road Transport and Highways has collaborated with IIT Madras for pavement engineering and intelligent transportation systems. Also do remember that in QS World University Rankings 2020, IIT Guwahati ranked at 41st in research citations per faculty. Also it was on 395th position in World University Rankings. Question number 7. With which organization Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has partnered to enable users to book vaccination appointments? So for this purpose, WhatsApp has partnered with Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and now users can book vaccination slots by sending book slot to My Government Corona Help Desk bot on WhatsApp. So this messaging service recently added a feature to enable users to download their vaccination certificate from WhatsApp. Now apart from it, we have seen that Bangladesh is going to launch its own social media platform named as Jagajog, which would be an alternative to Facebook. And talking about Facebook, recently it has launched Small Business Loan Initiative to provide help to small and medium enterprises. Also, Facebook has banned Taliban and all the content that support it from its platform. Now, a few days back, NSDC, that is National Skill Development Corporation, and WhatsApp had launched its Digital Skill Championship program. Question number 8. In association with the Planning Department of which state has the Vice President of India launched Vaccinate India Programme? So, Vice President of India M. Venkaiah Naidu has launched Vaccinate India Programme under CSR in association with Planning Department of the Karnataka government. So, this program was organized by Give India Foundation and Sustainable Goals Coordination Center in Bangalore. Also recently, India has signed a $500 USD loan agreement with Asian Development Bank in order to expand metro rail network in Bengaluru. Also, Karnataka government has formed a committee recently to identify 75 promising athletes from Karnataka for the Paris Olympics 2024. So for this purpose, former Indian hockey player V.R. Raghunath along with swimming coach Nihar Amin and badminton player Anup Sridhar have been elected to this high-level committee of the Karnataka government, and these three veterans will also be on TIDC, that is Talent Identification Development Committee, that the government will constitute for every sport that is identified under the program. So each of the 75 sports person selected will receive 5 lakh rupees from the government for training, supplements and sports kit, etc. Question number 9. Recently, which state or union territory has launched COVID-19 affected livelihood support scheme to provide assistance to those who had been severely affected by the COVID-19 pandemic? So recently, Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh has launched this particular scheme to provide assistance to those who had been severely affected by COVID-19 pandemic in the state, and the distribution of a total amount of 1.56 crore rupees to 6,276 beneficiaries of the scheme at the rate of 2,500 rupees per beneficiary marked the launch function. Now apart from it, recently Union Minister of State for Food Processing Industries and Jal Shakti Prahlad Singh Patel has inaugurated 7 indigenous food products of Manipur as part of Make in India initiative. So already we have covered this news in detail in the previous lecture. Now, which state has launched a comprehensive talent search campaign in the field of sports? So it is Madhya Pradesh. So Madhya Pradesh government has decided to search for new talented players and train them in 18 sport academies of state. Also recently, Indian Railways has decided to train 3,500 unemployed youths under Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana. Coming to last question, World Water Week is organized from which date in August? So this week is an annual event organized by CV, that is Stockholm International Water Institute, since the year 1991, with the aim to address the global water issues and related concerns of international development. So this has been organized from 23 to 27 August. And this year's event has been organized entirely in digital format, obviously due to the pandemic. And the theme for World Water Week is Building Resilience Faster. So World Water Week and World Water Day are two different things, okay? Do not get confused, because World Water Day is celebrated on 22nd of March and this year theme was Valuing Water. Then there is Earth Day, which is also celebrated on the same date but in the month of April, and this year theme was Restore Our Earth. Then we celebrate World Environment Day on 5th of June, and you have to tell me what was the theme for this year. Then on 1st of July we celebrate various things like Doctors Day, then Postal Workers Day and Chartered Accountants Day. And World Population Day is observed on 11th of July. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked this session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, Meenuzat Sana signing off.